Welcome back to the Scare Valley Podcast. I do have an opening clip for this episode, but I wanted to set it up, so I guess it's not the opening clip.
I don't even know what that means.
Because you've never listened to the podcast. Mark would know. I usually start with a clip of the thing we're watching, and I found a clip that I wanted to use for this, but it can't just be played. It has to be experienced. So I want to set the mood.
Okay.
This is the greatest exchange in the history of film.
Even more so than when who was it? The one guy licked at the cop's face when the cop said, "What are you going to do about it?"
Yes.
And the blob. Wow.
It's better.
Okay.
And I thought you were going to say the best exchange was that movie from like 1999, Exchange.
I don't know that one.
I don't remember who's in it, or else I'd have a much better thing here. So here's the clip. I think it's the best ever 2 lines of dialogue of 2 people in conversation. Here we go.
How do you like your tea? Cream? Sugar? Or do you want me to pee in it?
You're a class act, Larissa.
He says it so earnestly.
I think he meant it.
I know.
Because he's part of it. And that's my
He's
problem.
not part of it. What? How did... Okay. All right. I haven't even introduced the movie yet. How did you misinterpret the only thing that you have to know about the movie Society 1989?
Well,
This documentary about the societal elite.
I didn't even know anything about this movie or the fact that it existed or that it came out in 1989.
Well, now that you've watched it, I can tell that you don't know anything about it now because you completely missed the point of the movie.
He was part of he was it. That's how he, at no point could I root for this idiot person.
All right.
He kept,
Mark Scheer.
Hello there.
Hopefully he understood that this person was definitively not part of it.
did you see how quickly he abandoned me? He's done with me.
Well, of all the takes you could have in the movie, that's the one that can't fit. And then you must have quit.
I think Pete's problem with him is that he constantly made terrible decisions.
Terrible character. But he wasn't part of it.
That's how he was raised, and that's all he knew. He didn't deserve to live. He didn't accomplish anything except for
God.
he walks away. He doesn't fix any fucking problem. He's like, well, I get to leave. It's somebody else's problem, which sounds like a rich person asshole thing to say.
Let me get this straight. You watched Society from 1989 for the first time and walked away angry at the person not a part of society.
Yes.
All right. All right.
I was angry at the society, too. I was just angry at that whole movie.
All right. Well, before we get into the movie, which I love it. I don't care. It's stupid and I love it. Pete is killed again. It's important that we get it out there.
Oh no.
He just cannot keep his powers in check. And on our April Fool's Day watch along, on top of making me watch Poltergeist,
It was a
he asked me
good movie.
if I would go into the closet to go to the other side to save anyone. And I asked who? And he's like, one of your dogs.
Oh no.
And I said, which one? And he goes, Drax. Drax has sadly passed away before that episode came out on what would have been his 9th birthday.
This is the worst one of all.
I got home from that recording and found out he had cancer.
Wow.
So, Pete, I would ask you to keep my other dog's name out your fucking mouth.
That's going to be really hard to do because we're about to start a what's that?
Oh, Pete, I already said it when we started recording the Twin Peaks episodes ahead of time. But the power now lies with you. You've killed so many in a row.
I really am scared. I'm sorry. First off, I genuinely am sorry. I didn't think this was a thing, but that is not good.
Tom Noonan wasn't enough for your bloodlust. Days later, you killed again.
If we're going to be doing the Twin Peaks, the return, it's going to be really hard for me to do this without saying names.
My other dog's name may come from Twin Peaks. It may be the main character of Twin Peaks. It's a little hard not to say it. But if you're saying it about the character, I think we're fine.
Challenge accepted.
You literally dead name people. So thanks for that. Anybody else you want to get out there? I still got a mom. If you want to get rid of her.
Who's that guy I hate?
Jeffrey Jones?
Jeffrey fucking Jones.
It's the one person we can't kill.
He's immune. I don't know why or how.
Clearly God is calling us to take matters into our own hands.
Well, if I ever see him in this basement, I am going to give him what for.
If you ever see him in this basement, you better get your kids out of here.
I'm right.
Right? I'm assuming you've never seen Society either.
Not until it was quite an interesting movie.
It is a documentary about rich people in 1989. It didn't come out in America until 1992. Can't imagine why. Why this didn't get quick distribution.
Where was it made?
In America.
Then why didn't it come out in America?
What do you want me to do? Here. You want me to get on the phone?
Okay. All right, whatever. I don't understand.
I get debuted at a film festival overseas, and people were like, yeah, that's America, all right. But I think America saw it too. And they're like, we don't want that out there.
Because it's a documentary.
You had to wait to get HW out of the White House before you could show this movie.
Yes. Clinton was all about it, though.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw him. He was one of the extras.
You know who I saw in this movie is my uncle. He looks exactly like the therapist in this movie, like dead on.
Really?
You want to say his name? He's still alive.
No, I don't know. I don't think I've ever met your uncle.
No, I
So
don't
he's
think he did.
safe
Yep.
from
But
my
he looked,
terrible power.
but he looked exactly like the therapist. And it's like the whole time watching it, I'm like, don't like this.
Did he ever invite you for a cup of tea with pee?
Nope. This was directed by Brian Usna, who was known for producing the Reanimator movie and From Beyond.
I like both those movies.
He got this because he somehow held the rights to Reanimator. So people who wanted the rights to Reanimator, he's like, oh, you can have them, but I need a 2-picture deal, and one of them's going to be fucked up. They wanted to make sequels to Reanimator.
Okay.
And he was like, okay, but you got to let me make this fucking weird movie.
And I'm glad they did.
The effects were done by a guy named Screaming Mad George, who had done effect work for Big Trouble in Little China, Predator, and a couple of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, all of which have excellent effects.
Yes.
And he's got a cool name, Screaming Mad George.
There were lots of cool, a little bit of a hint of the credit check. There were some good names in this one.
Hey, you like nicknames?
I do like
But I think that's like
nicknames.
his official name. I think he might have changed it to that.
It's like the Warrior. Jim Hellwig changed his name
Yeah.
to the Warrior.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You can name him fine because he died already.
But what if it brings him back?
Terry Bollea
Can you say my dog
became
name?
Hulk Hogan, basically.
I
Even though it
can't.
wasn't, I don't think it was official.
I'm afraid now. Who was the last one? Sorry, Mark.
Hulk Hogan,
What was his real name?
Terry Bollea.
That's whatever. I don't like him. Is he dead?
He's dead.
Good. My powers work.
This was co-written by a guy named Woody Keith, who also goes by the name Zeph E. Daniel. And I saw a documentary about the making of this movie that was not really about the making of this movie. It was just about this weird guy who believed everything he was writing was true. Which, listen, in a post-Epstein world, we know that some of this is true. Not the one flesh blood orgy style that this goes, because he was convinced that his mother was an alien and was involved in all this stuff. And it was just like this hour and a half of watching people play into this man's delusions, and it made me exceptionally sad to watch. Especially because they would get like Screaming Mad George to come on and talk for 10 seconds about something to do with the movie, and then it'd be like, but Woody
Back to Woody.
Woody Keith knew better. And it's like, this is horrible. It was one of the worst documentaries I've ever seen. But I did watch a documentary about the making of Society. That's how much I like it.
I have never heard of this movie. Like, is this a popular movie? Is it a cult movie? Is it? And because I've literally never heard of anything like
It is a cult movie. There's a cult in there.
Yeah, is there a cult of people who enjoy it?
Don't you think that the first thing you said kind of answered the second thing?
No, what?
I've never heard of this movie. Is
Yes.
this a popular movie?
Well, I don't hear about a lot of things, like the Avatars. I've never seen those.
You've heard of them.
I've never heard of this. But all right, I see what you're doing. You're using my own words against me. I see. I'm picking it up.
Okay.
So I guess it's not.
This is a cast of complete unknowns before, after, or during. The only person I could find that really did anything was the guy you hate, and he was in Baywatch, I think.
He was.
I didn't watch
That's right.
Baywatch.
Didn't you say that, Mark? When we were
I was like, he
watching?
looks so familiar.
It was. That's right. Billy Warlock, I think his name was.
That is his name. I think
Yeah.
he's related to Dick Warlock from Halloween 2. He couldn't contain himself in that watch along that he found out this man's name was Dick Warlock.
It's the best name in the world. I want to be a Dick Warlock when I grow up.
Better than Screaming Mad George?
Are they related to Adam Warlock?
No, because that's a fictional character.
That as far as you know.
That's right, as far as you know.
I know pretty far.
This is in a galaxy far, far away.
But it was also a long time ago, paradoxically.
How is that paradoxical?
Because if it's far away, it should be in the future. Because it takes you a while to get there.
What?
If something is close, it's like the present. But if it's far away, it should be the future. It shouldn't be the past.
Jesus Christ. What was your first impression of this movie, Pete, after you watched it?
Well, I loved it. The practical effects are beyond amazing. It's funny. It's creepy. It's weird. It's gross. But the practical effects, my God.
Mark, what did you think when I assigned you to watch Society?
I definitely didn't know what to expect. And I agree with Pete. The thing that stood out the most was the effects. Like, they looked really good, especially for the time.
It was creepy too, right? Like it had genuine parts, like when like all that incest stuff, like that's hot, and then his sister's in the shower, but she's backwards. Like you can kind of see her all backwards. Like, wait, I'm confused with my emotions now. And then
She got back boobs or front butt.
she had front,
I said front butt.
front butt. So I didn't know what to do. I was like scared but horny. It was a confusing time, and it was creepy, and people peed in cups, and I didn't know what I was watching, and I never at any point liked Billy Warlock. He just made me so angry. Oh, everything about him. Like, you're right, Mark. That was my problem. He's part of that society.
No, he's legitimately not part of the society.
But it's nurture versus nature, right? Like he's adopted into it.
If it is, then how are you missing which one wins out in the end?
How does he win? This problem.
How does he win? He doesn't win. He gets away because he doesn't want to be part of the society. It literally, nature versus nurture is, I'm not a part of this. That's the entire character arc of the film.
But you are a part of it because any normal human would then burn that giant house full. They wouldn't just punch a dude in the face and walk away and go, oh, can't stop me. I'm Billy Warlock. No, you burn that fucking house down with all those freaks in it.
And then what? You go to prison?
How? They're all dead.
You think those were all the cops?
It was all the
The
rich
firefighters are going to...
Well, when they, tell you what, when they find out that there's just one giant skeleton all fused together, there's going to be other questions.
I mean, well,
Mark, you didn't think that he was part of society, did you? There's no way you walked away from this movie
no.
that confused about what happened in this movie.
I understand that he gets away, and that is...
Do you understand why he wants to get away? Because it stands
because he's supposed to be a
in the
sacrifice
face of the thing that you seem to think.
No, he was just a sacrifice. He was raised to be food for all of them. That was his whole purpose. He doesn't want that, but he's learned all the lessons of the society because that's what he grew up with. So now he's a normal human released into the wild with all of the ethos of the society people, which is terrifying. Like those aren't good. Those aren't good lessons to take out into the world.
So anybody who's raised by a rich person should be murdered?
Probably.
All right. Okay.
Unless they burn it down themselves. If they just walk away and go, not my problem, that's just a chicken shit way out, and you're no better than that. You see a problem, you take care of it.
Okay. So you would burn the house down?
With all of those monsters in there, yes. What are you saying you wouldn't?
No, I would run away. Because I'm not going to ruin my life burning a house down and then going to prison.
I don't think there's any consequences. You don't exist at that point.
You don't think there's any consequences for murdering all of the richest people?
They didn't. First off, they didn't have any kind of like flock cameras and ring bells that track your movements and cell phones in '89. It's a lot easier. How did they even know you were there? There's going to be so many bodies.
At his own house?
That wasn't his house.
It was.
Was it?
Yes.
Was it, Mark?
He lived there.
So if he burned down his house with all of his people in it and he's the only survivor, you think that they'll never put that together?
I'm assuming he's on the run right now because otherwise they're just going to kill him in like a week.
They seem to just want to get back to their blood orgy.
For now.
Yeah,
but then once
he's not consequential to them. They have bigger things. Did you watch this movie? Did you stay awake the whole time?
I did. Like I said.
What is it like watching a movie with Pete? Does he say these things out loud?
No, I think it probably gets scrambled in his brain over time.
It's not.
Sometimes I think he just confuses it with the next thing he watches too, so he applies traits of it to something else.
So you think that really this guy was a hero for surviving?
When did I say any of that? I said he's not a part of society. It's the one inarguable point that you continue to argue.
No, but he has the training and the learning.
I don't know what that means. He's an outcast. He feels like an outcast because he doesn't believe in or follow the things that they believe in and do. It's the entire character arc.
But then he finds out they're literal monsters. How do you they feed on people? How do you not do something about it?
Do what? Survive.
No, you kill
and get away because you don't want to be one of these people.
But now I've got all of the richest world 1% all hunting me if they feel like it.
They don't.
But they might.
They don't care about him.
He just killed one of theirs. They might.
They didn't care.
Yeah, they didn't care. I think. Well, then they wouldn't care if they all got burned alive.
All right, Mark, you and I are going to do this podcast together now. I don't even know where to go with this. You just dug into a wrong point and you won't get off of it.
Because it's not wrong. I don't think you're... All right, talk to Mark. I'm frustrated here.
I assume that everyone would want to just jump to the third act of this movie, but we're going to try to get through the first two acts. Billy Warlock plays Bill. Do you think this is a Tony Danza situation where they're just afraid he's not going to respond to somebody saying a name that isn't his own?
I figured that exactly, yes. Actually, I was thinking about it. I wonder if his name was Bill in Baywatch, too.
The number of times Tony Danza plays a Tony. I think he's Tony on Taxi. He's Tony on Who's the Boss. He hasn't worked since then.
Who's the garbage-picking, field-goal-kicking Philadelphia phenomenon?
Was he Tony?
Yeah.
Of course he is.
I think it might have been Tony also.
I don't know why I even asked. That guy just can't remember his second name. Yeah, Pete brought up from going into his sister's bathroom to borrow something, and through the frosted glass door, you can make out her figure, and things don't all appear to be facing the right way. A front butt. Is that the original Bussy? And this is enough for Bill to decide to just open the door and get a full look at her.
Like I said, the beginning was hot.
But she's not. But she's normal again when he opens it, and she's covering herself. So boo.
Yeah, exactly. See, you get it.
I do get it. This movie, no minorities, but it makes sense for this movie.
Would it have been a full frontal or a full butt shot?
I don't know. She was covering herself. I hated it.
Both?
It's both. You get to see it all at once.
I've seen everything.
Everywhere.
No. There was a butt shot in the. There's two butt shots. There's the one behind the frosted glass.
Oh, yeah.
And then Bill has a butt shot later in bed. Mm-hmm. I was like, wow, that is a perfectly framed butt shot.
But there's also a butt shot at the end with the butthead.
Yes, I know. We'll get to that.
There are many butts.
Remember when I said I know everyone's going to want to jump to the third act, but we're going to...
But the beginning was so boring. And then it's weird, right? Because like she's having a coming out party.
Of all people, I think you need to hear it.
All right, tell your story. There was incest, and you're like, oh, I get it, because they're rich and weird. But then, like, they were doing stuff in the bed with the parents, and I'm like, ugh, it's still hot, but weird.
So Bill is, like, the popular guy, but also not popular with the right people.
Yeah, that was confusing.
Well, no, there's a lot of normal people at the school. They all love Bill, and then Bill is not liked by the people who actually run things.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. See, this is going to be the first of many penny drops for Pete, that he's not part of a certain society that calls itself the society.
I understand that.
He goes to the beach with his girlfriend, and these three kids steal their suntan lotion and spray it in their faces. It's one of my favorite moments in the movie. Because his girlfriend grabs her hair and screams, "My hair." None of it got in her hair. And my favorite thing is that she grabs it like over the top, like, "My hair." And then you're looking like, it's the one place it didn't go, but you've probably now put it in your hair.
That's society, people.
The kids?
Yeah.
So why doesn't Bill act like them, since you're told me that he's been indoctrinated for even longer into being their kind of people?
Because he was struggling trying to find his... See, that's the issue. He doesn't fit
The issue is the movie doesn't fit your narrative.
No. It's complex. It's a very complex
The movie Society is a complex. It's Bill. You think they gave Billy Warlock a complex character to play?
Yeah, and I can't believe they gave it to him, but he pulled it off, kind of. Maybe that's what he's not good enough of an actor to really carry the complexity. But what he doesn't fit in. He doesn't like the society. He never feels that he's a part of it. But ultimately, he has been raised in it, and that's his morality has been taught by these people, because that's what he does at the end. He walks away. Well, normal people don't walk away.
Okay. We're going to try this just in a simple 2-question and answer period. What was the society trying to do to Billy?
Eat him.
But what he learned from them is walk away.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't really add up when you think about it, does it?
No. What he learned from
society
them
would have devoured him, so he would have devoured society. He walks away. That is the opposite of what you think he's learned.
No. What they want is to do whatever they want whenever they want, and that's what Billy did at the
He
end.
wanted to walk away.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yes. Instead, he's like, it's not my problem. And like, according to you, they don't think he's a problem either. It's like a person who knows all about it's not our problem. That's what it is.
Were they going to believe him?
It's selfish, narrow-minded, short-sightedness. That's what he is raised as, and that's what he ultimately decided on in the end.
You didn't see the post-credit scene where he comes back with a flamethrower and
Oh
kills
no,
them?
I watched the post-credit scenes. Don't you even try. I was waiting for that. How cool would that have been?
It would have been cool, but I think it would have proven the opposite point. That now he's the one in charge, and he learned from society to take control. It's like, no, you run and you survive.
It's not a control thing. It's just a selfish thing.
He literally ran away from all the wealth and things that he had.
Because they're goddamn monsters.
Would they have done that?
But that's what I don't understand. Well, because they wanted to eat him. They were trying to eat him. See, they weren't accepting him. He would have stayed there if they had accepted him. Okay. The only reason God, I hate him so much. I hate Billy Warlock. He makes me so mad.
All right. Well, he keeps seeing a beautiful girl all around, and she, of all characters, would be the one that fits the fucking point you're trying to make, but that's not who you're making it with, which I find hilarious. His sister's ex plays an audio tape for Billy of his family engaging in a strange orgy of some kind. And he gives the tape to his therapist. And when he gets it back, it's my uncle. And when he gets it back, it's different, which only makes him more convinced of a strange conspiracy involving his rich family. Before he can ask any more questions, the ex apparently dies in a car crash. You good with that?
Yeah, that happened.
You agree that happened?
Yeah, that all happened.
So he's suspicious of the society that you claim that he has been indoctrinated by.
No, he hasn't been. He doesn't want to be subscribed
it seems to me like your nature versus nurture thing comes down to you just believing that nurture overcomes all, even though the movie doesn't tell you that at all.
No,
like you're applying a misbelief.
It's nuanced.
It's not nuanced. It's Billy Warlock, and he's about to have a feud with a guy named Ted Ferguson. It's not a nuanced movie.
Turd Ferguson.
This Ted Ferguson.
How did I not catch that the first time?
This Ted Ferguson guy is a real pain in Billy's ass, and probably his sister's ass, depending on how you interpret the recording.
Yeah, but it might not have been her ass at that point.
I think they're all her ass from what I saw.
Right, like
she got a great ass.
All holes are holes.
Oh, poor kitty.
After Mark went home, I'm like, Kitty, we're going to play Society. And she didn't know what that meant because she didn't watch it. She was like, should I get the stripe mask? And I was like, no, Kitty. This is a different game.
Well, it's interesting because we see Bill is incredibly popular, but he also has to play an outsider. And that should have been where Pete figured out that he isn't a part of society. Because he's popular with all the normal people, and he identifies with the normal people, and he's not accepted by the ruling class that Ted Ferguson is a part of. Because it's a weird thing, right? You meet him and the whole school loves him. And the next scene, he's like getting bullied. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. But it does if you understood the movie Society. Anyway, Bill's girlfriend dumps him because Ted won't invite them to this big party. Because his girlfriend wants to be part of the society. And he's not accepted by the society that you claim he is fully controlled by.
Okay, if he cared so much and identified so much with all these other people, why would he allow these monstrous beings to exist that prey upon them?
Okay. Let's take it from Billy Warlock's perspective. You are raised to accept the world around you as it is. Then you find out this earth-shattering news that everything you knew was wrong, or the things your worst fears you suspected were true. You think that just running away and saving yourself is not an appropriate initial response to that happening?
Yes.
Okay. Mark?
I mean, he tried. He does try to fight them, and that's when he gets trapped in the.
No, I was going to ask if you wanted to help me kill him.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Who, Billy?
No, Billy's my man.
But the initial time when he does try to fight them, it backfires, and That's why I think it makes a lot more sense for him at the end when he gets away to not try to fight them again.
Like, do you think that he just could go out to his car and just had like a flamethrower or just had kerosene and could just burn this house down?
Yeah, I guess I kind of did.
Okay.
You don't drive around with a car full of gas cans?
Oh, I do.
Yeah. All right. See?
But,
damn it.
but I'm not part of society.
You know, when you say things like that, Mark, it's a lot more reasonable, and I understand what point you're trying to make. I don't think he's coming back. My sense is he's not coming back.
Why would he come back?
Because you got to burn those motherfuckers to the ground.
He
Well,
got
there's-
one with him.
Well, even for the metaphor, that'd be burning society down, causing chaos and anarchy.
But they're not society. If that's what society is, then it needs to be cleansed.
That's, yep.
It needs to be burned. Like, that's not good.
Release the Epstein files.
Exactly.
Anyway, Bill goes to the party anyway, which is an odd choice because the entire problem with him and his girlfriend was we can't go to that party. He's like, I'll go to the party anyway now that you dumped me. I didn't get it. And Ted throws him in the pool and also told him he banged his sister on that tape. Tells him to his face that he did it and that everyone else in the room did it and that he killed her ex. There's
And the
no
parents, too. It wasn't-
rules for the people in society.
Which is why you burn them when they're all in one place.
Who's not going to let it go?
I can't. I'm sorry. All right. I'm going to try.
On the plus side, he finally hooks up with that hot girl he keeps seeing. On the downside, the girl contorts her body in impossible ways. Actually, maybe that's also a plus
Downside?
side. More importantly, 80s nudity, check.
Ding,
Minority
ding.
Report, fail. Butt shot, yes. Right in that scene, she's pulling down his pants. I'm like, wow, they framed it right in the middle of the screen.
I counted it when it was front butt.
That too. And his girlfriend sees them together and cries and complains to her friend. The last time we saw her, she literally said we should see other people. Bitches, am I right?
Did she get eaten at the end?
I don't know what happened to her.
I
Okay.
don't think she did it. Did she do anything after
I
that?
don't even know if we see her again.
I swear, I thought that she got absorbed into the flesh pile.
There should have been a pan over and she's looking in the window of society wishing she was part of it. Because I don't think we saw her again. It was very weird.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to rewatch that.
Maybe we did, though. I don't even know.
I think she got eaten.
The hot girl's name is Clarissa, and she makes some tea and asks she wants cream sugar for her to pee in it.
She was one of the society people, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but she's so into this magnetic Billy Warlock that she turns her back on society in the end.
Yeah, there's something there, too. I got to think that through.
No, please don't.
She was just an uptown girl.
Yes. This is what the song was about. This is actually the movie version of that song. Because that song came first.
Okay.
You could talk into the microphone.
I'm thinking here.
Don't hurt
About
yourself.
what?
I'm trying to figure out what her role is with the whole why would somebody in the society leave it when she is one of those monster things? Is it really just Billy Warlock? Maybe she can redeem him because she seems like she's good. She fought against not only her upbringing, but her actual nature being one of these protoplasm things.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that means.
Or do you not know what it means, or do you not be able to fit it into the things you've already decided to be true?
Maybe both.
Well, Pete, I would have thought the thing you would have gone to was, yeah, she goes with him fine because he's part of society.
That's part of this is the nuances of it.
They're out to start their own new society on an island somewhere.
See, maybe
with
they.
Ghislaine
God,
Maxwell.
I didn't even think about that. You're right. See, I'm not wrong.
Do you know how I come up with that stuff so fast? Because it's things that like a kid would think of.
No, that's real problems. Oh.
Bill goes to the funeral for his sister's ex-boyfriend, and he thinks the body's fake. And Ted's friend, who's running for class president against Bill, tells him that they need to talk. Before that can happen, Bill finds him with his throat slashed, but the body's gone by the time he gets to the police. And then he's at school the next day like nothing happened. So I guess it was all just a ruse to discredit Bill and his investigation into society.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's weird because it takes up a lot of time in the middle of the movie. This movie's a little slow.
It really felt like the whole beginning could have just been half an hour. Like we didn't need to wait for the third act.
I have thoughts on that because I agree on one hand. On the other hand, I totally think they might have done the right thing because if you know you have this third act in your pocket, you don't have to show anything exciting until then because you're going to walk away just thinking about that third act anyway. So you might even undercut it if you do too much stuff beforehand. So they did their best to fill out little freaky moments and creepy little things with the contorted bodies and stuff. but you don't want to show your cards because when you lay them all out, it's one of the most incredible 20 minutes in the history of movies. And I think you could hurt it if you did too much.
Yeah, I can see that. I can agree with that. But like you said, it does seem to drag a bit in places.
It does.
But you're right, because it's not. Once you hit that ending, you're like, this is incredible.
It does drag a bit for the first hour, but you don't think about that again unless you're doing what we're doing and going back over the first hour. When you walk away from the movie, you're not thinking like, wish it had been a little peppier to begin with. You're just thinking like, what the fuck was going on at the end of this movie?
Well, I completely forgot because there are a bunch of those things like P and the T. I forgot that happened, and that's incredible.
P and the T, I like that.
A little P in the A.
Paul Thomas Anderson? Oscar winner? Bill confronts his family about all this bullshit, and they drug him, and he wakes up in the hospital. This entire thing seemed unnecessary because he's just going to go right back to the house. So we could have skipped this entire thing, but then we would have missed out on the incredible acting chops of Billy Warlock because he's acting way differently now.
I was confused.
It was confusing, so that's fair.
I thought he was like somehow part of it because I still didn't know what was going on. Right? Like I don't know that we have this whatever the society is. I thought it was like a Stepford Wives or something. Like once he came out of that hospital, his Jeep is parked.
What do you think
there.
the Stepford Wives is?
I don't know. I think they're like cuckoo clocks. Stepford Cuckoos is a thing I've heard. That might be X-Men.
They're robots.
They're robots?
Yes.
I thought they were just mind-controlled people.
I think they're robots, aren't they?
Has anyone ever watched the Stepford Wives?
I watched the remake.
The main character is not a robot, though.
Nicole Kidman.
Right?
That's the only version I've seen.
She's not?
I don't know.
Okay.
No, hold on. We're going to watch the Stepford Wives.
I guess, you know what? I don't think I've watched it.
No, I never did.
I watched the Nicole Kidman
It's
one.
like Castaway. I know it culturally, but I haven't actually watched it.
I watched Castaway in a movie theater with my brother. Then our car didn't start when we came. Well, we stopped. There was a Tops next to the movie theater. So we stopped to get food to eat. And then our car didn't start and it was winter.
No, I'm right.
What, they're robots?
In the novel and in the 1975 film adaptation, the Stepford Wives are murdered and replaced with robotic androids created by their husbands. So I was right.
Okay. Well, then these aren't the Stepford Cuckoos. These are...
And in the remake with Nicole Kidman, they were not murdered. They were turned into cyborgs with something taking over their personalities, like a robot part taking over their
all right.
personalities.
Well, that's not it. I
Okay,
thought
so I was almost there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were both almost right,
Yeah.
and Pete was out on his Castaway Island, fapping it to Wilson.
Wilson. He was Tim Allen's neighbor in Tool Time.
That's
That's the one I
correct.
was fapping to.
How many Wilsons can we name? Woodrow Wilson, Wilson the volleyball, Wilson the neighbor,
Mr. Wilson.
George Wilson, yeah,
Rainn Wilson.
Ooh.
Rainn Wilson, Mrs. Wilson because she's a gimme.
Wilson Farms.
Wilson Farms, Wilson Fisk.
Wilson
Oh no, I said his
Brimley.
name. Nope.
Warren Buffett.
Okay, so you're out.
Will's son, Jaden.
Yeah, there you go. So Bill has these couple scenes where I guess he's lost his mind, and his acting is something. I don't know what he was going for. I don't know what he was trying to convey. I know he didn't do it. It was weird. And both his society girlfriend and his best friend, who only shows up halfway through this movie, it's so weird. They both tell him, like, don't go back to that house. It's a trap. And he ignores them. And then we get the climax of society. If the climax wasn't what it is, this movie would never be remembered for anything because it's just kind of like a bad 80s movie until it isn't. It's so interesting. It's like they had a budget and they put 99% of it into that last 20 minutes.
But that last 20 minutes is so incredible. And the first part isn't bad. It's not
It's not bad because it has those cool moments where, like, you see the butt in the shower and you see his girlfriend like twisted in a way that you can't be, and it all works in this little cool way. His investigation is like, who gives a shit? Because you can already figure out, like, oh, they're fucked up. Mm-hmm. Now maybe we're seeing that through 2026 eyes. Maybe coming straight out of Reagan's America, people were like, I don't get it. This is the shining city on the hill. What are people talking about?
I did have that thought briefly.
Oh, the rich eating the middle class? You had that thought about this, what this might be about?
No, like taken in time, how is it more shocking? Because now it's like, well, yeah, clearly they're monsters. But back then, when you watched it, would it be like, huh?
5 years ago, this would have been more shocking. Now, it would have been like, yeah, that makes sense. It's been a big flip.
I don't even know 5 years ago. I feel like
That's like the first time I heard the name Jeffrey Epstein.
no. I just feel like the idea that the super wealthy are just
Oh, okay. No, don't think of it like that. I don't mean it like, oh, it's a movie about how rich people are evil. Okay, that's fine. That's the metaphor, sure. I mean specifically what happens in the third act: eating people,
Yeah.
fucking them against their will. In 2020, this would have been like, wow, that's crazy. In 2026, it's like, yeah, that's what I read on the news every day.
yeah. All right, fair point.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yep.
To the point where I watched that documentary about Woody Keith 2 years ago. And even 2 years ago, I was like, this man's insane. And now I'm like, maybe he's just slightly misremembering something. Like, not even massively misremembering something. Bill learns that he was, in fact, adopted, as he assumed, because he's not like the people raising him.
Only because they have treated him that way too. Remember, they never fully accepted him, right? So that's
I want you to stop and think about what you just said and then apply it to your point this entire episode.
But he doesn't know any other way except all the examples that he grows up with and around
Well,
him.
how could they accept him? He can't contort his body and fuse with people and do anything we saw in this.
Right. But he's growing up with that. That's why he identifies with other people and he doesn't really fit in because he's been ostracized by the society.
Well, he's literally a different species.
Right. But he's still grown up with that. So his only idea of morality comes from the things that he sees around.
Clearly not, because the entire movie is kicked off by him saying, I don't know what's happening, but I know I don't agree with it.
But
So how are you telling me that's the only morality he has?
because it is. Because how can it not? He thinks it's normal.
Because it's not. Because it's not. Because he
senses-
suspects things. And then he confronts them. And then he does. So
Then he
it
runs
can't
away
be
like a
his
little
only
bitch.
morality.
He's struggling because it is. You're right. It's not his only. It's the only morality he has, and he dimly is aware that there is something wrong with the way he thinks.
Would your opinion on this change if you knew that there was a sequel called Society 2: The Revenge of Billy Warlock? And he came and took society down.
It really might.
Well, then let's pretend that happened so we can move on with our lives. I'd watch the shit out of a sequel to this. Of Billy Warlock just coming and murdering everybody.
Nice.
I'm sure he's available.
Make it now.
Army of Darkness style?
Is that what Army of Darkness is?
Well, not exactly. I'm just saying he goes through like Ash, fucking boomstick and chainsaw. And
I was thinking more like, what's something Billy Warlock could pull off?
That's a tough one. Baywatch? After Dark? Remember when they became like detectives?
It's him and David Hasselhoff and Erica Liniak and Pamela Anderson, and they're all, and who else is in that?
Yasmin Bleeth.
Yes, he
Oh,
believe.
Yasmin Bleeth. I remember her.
Carmen Electra on that? It's
Probably.
Briefly, yeah.
And I don't know why I remember all these. And they're always, every scene is them slow motion running full frame side by side, and they murder societal elites.
It makes sense.
Baywatch Nights.
I mean, they did like to hang
and
out
Jill
at the beach.
Eikenberry for some reason, the one unattractive. I'm sure she's perfectly attractive, but they keep putting her next to Yasmin Bleeth and Pamela Anderson, and it's like, oh, this poor girl.
Yep. I remember. There is nothing. She was attractive.
I'm
but
sure
the
she was,
Problem was like, oh, you're the one who is least attractive amongst this group.
She would have been like the most attractive person in any town, except that one. So get out of town.
You know what? She was like the smart one though. She was the.
Well, yeah, she had to be,
But she didn't have glasses.
to survive on the Baywatch.
She was the grounding person in the,
Right. Like she's the one who kept it real.
Oh, she's like the girl in 90210.
Andrea?
Gabrielle Cartier. Yeah, it's where you're like, nah, I don't know about any of this.
Did I ever tell you one time I pulled up to a place and stopped my car and the speedometer or odometer was at 90,210 miles and it was like the best day ever.
It was Alexandra Paul, not Jill Eikenberry. I don't know who Jill Eikenberry is.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know at all, but I'm really intrigued because I would like that movie. It would make sense that he comes back, and it's kind of fun because, like you said, Army, like that tongue-in-cheek kind of fun movie, and that would be perfect if they had the Baywatch. What is the Baywatch cast doing? They would have fun killing.
I'm looking
weird
back.
monsters.
They had Nicole Eggert and Donna D'Errico.
Oh yeah, Nicole Eggert.
This was just like the place in the 90s where all the hot chicks were like, great, finally meaningful work. Was Hasselhoff a pimp?
The guys, there were only a handful, right? They didn't change very much.
Why would they ever leave the show? Are you kidding me? I don't even know who these men are. Billy Warlock, I know him. Here's a stupid face. It looks like Chachi in this picture. Oh boy. He's been working? Let's find out.
Oh my God. I can't
Last
believe
credit,
you pulled that, Mark.
2011.
Watching them. 2011?
He is available.
I knew it. I bet you all the Baywatch people are.
Wait a minute. Is he his first credit is Halloween 2. Is he related to Dick Warlock? His father is Dick Warlock.
Oh man.
How did I just accept that there were many people named Warlock in the
I
world?
thought it'd be a stage name. Oh my God. What a
Father-son duo of Dick and Billy Warlock. I like it.
What a reveal. All right, I get back on track, but I'm just blown away by that.
I'm done.
Like Nicole Eggert, I'm blown away. It's a great movie. I mean, it's not, but it's got great 45-second parts.
Which one was blown away?
It's the Coreys.
I don't remember it. I know the Coreys. I remember all the movies they did together, except this one.
Except this one. Except the best one.
What was the plot?
Oh, who remembers? Except Corey Haim's fucking Nicole Eggert, and she's hot as fuck.
I don't remember that. Maybe I never saw this one.
Oh my God. All right, we got to pause the podcast again. So this climax, his family isn't the same species as him. None of the societal elite are. And there's a party going on at his house with all the rich. And they bring his sister's ex out, very much alive, for a minute. And then they proceed with the blood orgy. They physically contort themselves to fuse together into a single flesh and absorb her ex into themselves.
Yeah. They their arms turn all melty and they go into him, not just in his orifices, into the flesh. And then they all start doing it to each other. It's a weird sex meld.
At what point of watching this for the first time without knowing it was coming, did you look at each other and go, fuck is wrong with Brian?
Part, I think, of the problem is that it's hard, especially for this podcast, to be shocked because anytime we're doing something, I assume you've told me to watch a movie because there's something worthy in this movie that except for that goddamn musical with the witches.
You got your revenge on that.
Yeah, but the revenge is kind of on me because now after watching...
I mean, you killed my dog.
If it makes you feel any better, after watching Poltergeist as my own prank on you, I now don't like Poltergeist as much as I used to. And this makes me so sad, and I'm very angry, and I feel adrift. I don't know who I am anymore, Mark. Poltergeist is the best horror movie ever. The end. Full stop. Now it's not. And Fred mercilessly mocked me for choosing that movie. And then she fell asleep when I tried to show her The Thing.
Again, I wish you'd rephrase that in some way. It's like the third time it's come up and never feels good coming out.
That's what she said.
My daughter? Look, I'm not part of the society. I am no Billy Warlock. I would burn that place to the ground.
Billy Warlock himself, not a part of society. The red light does a lot of work in the third act.
The red light.
Yeah, the red light that bathes the entire third act of this movie.
Oh, the blood filter.
Yeah, and it's all baby oil, and it's a Diddy party on Epstein Island. That's what. Oh fuck! I want to review the movie again, and that was my pull quote: a Diddy party on Epstein Island.
It was so cool. Just the room full of limbs and faces. Then he has the standoff with what's his face?
Turd Ferguson.
Turd Ferguson.
The moment that I would have guessed if you had a moment where you're like, fuck is wrong with Brian, is when he finds his family incestuously fucking each other in different positions in the bedroom, and then his dad, he pulls the cover down and his dad's face is in his butt. And he goes, I guess you're right, Billy. I am a butthead. Because he calls him that earlier in the movie.
That was great. Yeah. No, that wasn't it. 'Cause I'm like, oh, I get it. This is hot. I understood why you picked the movie.
His sister was hot.
Yeah, she was. But she was all part of that society.
His sister was hotter than the hot girl that he was going after. He should have gotten with his sister. It's not his sister.
And also,
He's
it would have been
adopted.
acceptable anyway, because it's all part of that society.
But also, it would have been acceptable anyway. He wasn't her sister.
Yeah, but that's just
Wasn't
human
brother.
rules.
Oh, I see. He wasn't raised by humans.
No, so he doesn't understand the rules.
He doesn't understand it's okay to fuck your adopted sister.
Yeah.
I wish he had, because I would have enjoyed those scenes. In
That's
the
the
movie.
rules, Mark.
Those are the rules in certain states. I just watched the episode of Community about incest. It's like the second last episode of the entire show. And it's about Garrett's getting married to a girl in class, and they find out that they're related after the wedding. Like they're at the wedding reception, and Jeff pulls out the one's great aunt, and then the other one's like, "Where's your Mima?" And it's like, "No, this is her." And they find out they're related. And then at the very end of the episode, the writer of the episode, quote unquote, but it's Matt Gorley playing the writer, is talking about how, like, "Hi, I'm the writer of this episode, Briggs Stratton," who's a real person. So he's got Matt Gorley playing a real person. And he goes, "They told me I could make this episode about incest if I came on here and explained a few things." And he's like, "The rules in this country are crazy." He's like, "So I could be married to my cousin in Detroit, but if I go to Alabama, I have to go to prison for 15 years?" The whole thing's really funny.
Yeah, because in Alabama, if you marry your cousin,
Maybe I had that backwards.
They don't like it. No, they like you to keep it like in the direct family, like sister kind of thing. They don't like you to branch out to cousins.
Yeah, they don't want to dilute the gene pool.
Yeah, that's right. Mark gets it.
Ted beats up Bill and is about to absorb him, and Bill manages to kill him by shoving his arm inside, popping out his eyeballs, and pulling him inside out.
Inside, he puts his hand up his ass.
Yeah.
And then all the way up through him so that his hand can poke out of his mouth, and then grabs it.
Pop out his eyes like Beetlejuice style.
Yep. And then grab the face and yank it back down and pull his arm back out. And that guy was all inside out. And then Billy's hand was covered with shit.
And nobody cared.
Nobody cared because that was happening all over that freak room.
Yeah, this scene, all-time great scene, I think.
And I'd never heard of it before, which is, you'd think that I would have, right? Like a scene like this, you'd think people would be talking about it on the internet or something, but they don't.
Society doesn't want you to talk about it.
That's why you got to burn them down.
We're setting ourselves up for trouble.
I know how to handle it. I got a car full of gas.
So then he escapes with his friend, who again didn't show up till halfway through the story, and the hot girl, who's a member of the species but has fallen in love with Bill. And who hasn't at this point?
Me.
And Pete misunderstood the entire plot of the movie.
No, I'm really confused why she rejected her society. Because you assume that she's taken part in these blood orgies and stuff, at least with her own family.
It is a weird choice to make a movie where you find out how depraved the elite of society are, but then one can be redeemed. It's a weird choice. I don't think that they thought it through that far.
No, there's something there. I'm telling you, this is deep.
Oh, no, I don't think it is.
It is. Otherwise, it's just nonsense.
Yes, I think it is nonsense.
No.
What do you think, Mark?
I'm still trying to process Pete.
What? So you think that Billy was good?
Well, good in the sense that he wasn't part of the society of weird orgies.
It seems weird that the only counterpoint you need is he wasn't a member of society, and he's already countered the only point that you're trying to make. But it's fair.
I feel like if they had been accepting of him, he would have 100% just been okay with it. I think he would have been okay with being a part of it, but he doesn't. That's the
Why
only
do you
reason.
think that? Because nothing we see says that or suggests that at all.
It's just because that's all he knows. You
That doesn't-
have to
again,
be that way.
You're putting your own really rigid understanding of nature versus nurture on top of a story that isn't saying the same thing.
I think it is, though.
But it's not. It's clearly not.
It's all mixed up in there. Like, because the counterpoint to him as a guy who isn't part of the society and is rejected by it, you've got the girl who is accepted by the society and is a part of it. And I don't understand what the corollary is, but
I
there's
think
a
maybe it's
message.
just there to keep people from thinking that you only are the way you're nurtured to be, like some idiot might do on a podcast in 2026. Because she's the living proof that that's not true.
But you don't know, because now maybe they're going to go off
Front butt?
front butt, they might go off and create their own Epstein Island, like you said.
Yeah, see, now he's glommed onto the dumb thing I said to try to outdumb him. And he's like, actually, interesting point.
I know you meant it in jest, but it is an interesting point, and
Do you know that?
It is a possibility, and it, based on Billy's character, it really could happen. But I think she's better than Billy, because Billy always seemed to want to fit in. He struggled with
What do you mean he wanted to fit in?
because he kept going to his therapist and whining about, oh, I don't fit in. I think people are like. He wanted to. He wouldn't be whining. He'd
What's
be
the second
happy
part of that? Where's the part where he tries to be?
because he tried when he was younger.
Okay, this is he hired a secret contractor that we didn't see.
What?
That you told me about what happened in Mulholland Drive.
Oh yeah, he did. He did have a contractor.
And I said, when did that happen? He's like, off screen.
But this is implied in the character, like the nuanced character of Billy Warlock.
By the way, it's not going to come out for a while, but we get our trip through Twin Peaks. Kitty was like, I think this is a terrible idea. We watched the first 2 episodes together as a watch along. She was right. Because he cannot let go of this Lost Highway bullshit. Every scene, he's like, I think that might be Bill Pullman. Every scene. To the point where at the end of it, I had to make him promise, I don't think he ever did, that he gets 1 guess per episode. Because I can't take it.
The problem, Mark, is there's a lot of possibilities with somebody who can shapeshift. And the David Lynch stuff has like all these weird, like a multiverse kind of thing happening. And there's like almost like like liminal spaces, whatever, those things, like this whole universe that exists at the same time, like sort of parallel, but not parallel with ours. And all of these, there's different creatures that exist in it, and it's all out there. And it's so complicated. I've watched episode 3 now 1.5 times because I'm trying to take notes, and I still can't figure out who Bill Pullman is.
You get 1 guess. You know who appears at the very end of episode 2 of Twin Peaks: The Return? The literal actor that Bill Pullman changes into in Lost Highway. You know who he didn't guess was Bill Pullman? Is Balthazar Getty, the very actor that he changed into in Lost Highway. I couldn't believe it. So, well, I say that it was a disaster and a mistake. I don't mean as an episode. I just mean for me, for my sanity. But it was very entertaining watching him look at Balthazar Getty and go,
Well, it clearly wasn't him. He's done that face before.
oh, I see. They'd be onto him.
Right. They'd figure it out quick.
You never saw Lost Highway, did you? I'm very afraid of the day we do the watch along for that one.
It's a fascinating, like now he's in right now. I can't say his name, but somebody in the Twin Peaks world is in like it's a Eraserhead kind of universe. It's all weird and surreal.
It gets very Eraserhead, doesn't it, that third episode?
He's floating around like a goddamn Twilight Zone weirdo. It's cool. And Bill Pullman somewhere.
No. So what were your last impressions of Society, Mark? Were you just like, yeah, that's what I assumed?
It's funny. Yeah, you're right. It's not that shocking, I guess, knowing what we know in 2026.
When I first saw this movie, which probably would have been in the late 90s, I was like, this is the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen. And I watched it maybe like 5 years ago, and I was still like, man, that holds up. That's great. And I watched it now, and I was like, did I turn on the news? Did I accidentally flip on the news? Pete, I'm not going to ask you what you think of it because you didn't watch the same movie as the rest of us.
I liked it. It was a fun movie.
It is a fun movie.
Like, goddamn.
I find some of it's like, even though it's a little slow and it's a little, directionless at times, I find some of that stuff charming for some reason. I don't know why I do. Maybe Billy Warlock worked on me, but I did find some of it like really charming how weird it was. But not like over the top weird because they don't want to go too far because they're going to drop the hammer in Act 3 and be like, we're going full on weird, like a full freak out.
No, I think you're right. Charm is probably the right word because there is something, right? Like it's this almost like picturesque kind of like thing. But then you got these weird bully.
The whole thing's strange, but it's just like slightly off kilter enough that it keeps you engaged in it, even though you're like, I don't even know what's happening or care what's happening that much. But I don't know what's going to happen next because it's weird. Like when she pulls in, she goes, "My hair, it's in my hair." It's not in your hair. Why was that choice made? Why wouldn't you throw some of that in her hair? I don't know. Society.
Yeah, when he saw that his friend had the mole on his face, he's like, "Ooh, a mole."
The friend that doesn't show up till halfway through the
Right.
movie? Yeah.
But
No,
then
the
he-
other one.
Oh, the
one they ate, the ex-boyfriend.
Yeah. Oh, I
right?
see.
And then
Right.
the one
Yeah.
guy absorbed the mole into his own body, and he's like, "Ooh," and he was showing it off.
Yeah.
I'm like, "That's good stuff."
I wondered this time around if the original script, they just forgot that they'd taken the friend away in the car crash because they were like, we still have scenes where he's talking to his friend. Just put someone else in there. Because he just comes out of nowhere like, "Hey, what's going on in here?" Like, what? Where'd you come from? Why were you not established in any way?
Well, yeah, all right. Credit check. I didn't get to do that. You're wrapping up before we did the credit check.
I didn't wrap up anything.
I heard you like a wrap. All right, Society, the movie, credit check. There were 2 best boys on this movie, which is always exciting. William L. Peets and Robert R. Wyatt. Good work. You guys are never going to guess who the sound editor was. It was Gonzo. And I'm assuming from the Muppets, because that's the only Gonzo I know.
Does it say Gonzo the Great?
No, it just says Gonzo.
I thought it was going to be Soundwave.
Ooh.
That would have been good too. But seriously, that's all it says is Gonzo. Now, there's no number to this movie, even though you said it's an
That
American
doesn't surprise
movie.
me at all.
But I thought it was
Maybe
supposed
it's Canadian, but it doesn't surprise me at all.
And let's see here. Oh, my new thing, I don't know if I told you, Mark, is nicknames. I like it when people have nicknames in the credits. And we had 2 this time. We had John Doc Wilkinson, and we had Michael Tony Merton.
And what did they do?
I don't know.
You didn't write
They
that.
had nicknames.
That was their function, is they had nicknames.
That was all they needed to do was have those nicknames. And if I can keep this sheet of paper, I'm going to keep track of everyone with nicknames and give an award at the end of the year to the because he always has his award shows.
Yeah.
I'm going to have mine, which is going to have
You do have one with Ken.
oh yeah, I guess I'm going to add the category of people with nicknames. But I'm probably going to lose this sheet of paper like I've lost every other sheet of paper I've ever had.
Fair enough.
So you can't remember you've been doing nicknames all year when you get to that episode?
No. But speaking of nicknames, Nick Cage news. Mark, I saw that you sent me a text like 2 months ago, and it was a picture of Nicolas Cage in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and you were like, "Is this Nicolas Cage?" Yes. Yes, it is. That was
Was this a reverse Cage quiz?
that was possibly his first movie and also an uncredited role. Is that true, Brian?
Yeah, sure. who could possibly care? When does Spider Noir come out? I saw the trailer. It looked pretty good.
I have no idea. He's doing a whole bunch of other stuff now, too.
Of course he is. They're releasing it in color and in black and white.
Oh, that's
Black and white.
interesting.
I saw the trailer in both, and I was like, "Oh, that black and white looks really good."
Of course it
Yeah, I
does.
think
It's
I haven't
Nicolas
watched it in
Cage.
black and white, honestly.
I think I'm going to also.
It's got the more noir feel.
Did you watch the Werewolf by Night thing that Marvel did?
No, I haven't watched
Because
it.
they did it in black and white and then color. Black and white is where it's at. Like,
It's cool.
Stupid.
Man Thing shows up. That's the highlight to me.
Don't spoil it.
Did you know that Man Thing and Swamp Thing were created by roommates?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
That blows that other reveal right out of the water. No, the Warlock reveal is better.
The Warlock reveal was incredible. I'm still reeling from it. I learned that because I always thought like these are
Of course they
very
were.
similar, but I didn't realize that these Len Wein, who created Swamp Thing, it came out a month after Man Thing, and they were both working on stuff, and they're like, it seems different enough. And
That's because you like when Kirby left Marvel, he took a bunch of the idea, like Darkseid and fucking Thanos are very similar.
Yes, of
like,
course.
Like you have a lot of that, like the same characters with the 2 big comic companies.
well, these characters though are like identical,
Right, that's
basically, until Alan Moore takes over and says, "What if he's like a elemental god?" And it changes everything. So he's like way more powerful than Man Thing.
I just assumed it was one of those things where the character was
Yeah,
stolen.
one of those
but-
things: a Man Thing, a Swamp Thing,
Right.
a Ben Grimm.
It's not a Ben Grimm thing.
He's a rock elemental.
Oh man, now I got to think of Swamp Thing and Man Thing when you say the thing.
So then Johnny Storm's a fire elemental.
That's right. And,
would be.
And Reed is a rubber elemental. and Sue's the tits. Every time we do this breakdown, she's the tits.
Remember when
She was
they-
the best part of the new movie, though.
She was great.
Oh yeah,
I mean, Pedro Pascal was really good in it too. Everybody's really good in it.
Yeah.
but
I thought it was
liked them
really well
all.
cast.
although I think they shortchanged Ben Grimm, my man
They
Ben
could add
Grimm.
more. I agree.
I don't know. The story was just kind of there. I liked. Are we
No, I
talking
just
about
like the
Marvel
actors
things?
a lot.
Oh
I
yeah,
like
the actors were all
Stories are
good.
usually
What's
are there.
who plays Sue in that? The one from
Kirby. Kirby Puckett.
Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah, Vanessa Kirby.
She was from Hobbs and Shaw. She's Shaw's sister. She was so good in this movie that I was like, fuck. I didn't realize that they could. This is why I said about Thunderbolts too. Like these two movies just had better actors in them. That's what's changed. Is that I like the Chris's and I like Robert Downey Jr. Fine. Like these are better actors than that. Like they just are because they're not all playing the same way. They're like actually nuanced actors. Thunderbolts is like the best cast any of these movies has ever had.
Yeah, well, Florence Pugh is a huge.
She's the best actor they have in the entire stable. But like even like Louis Pullman's great. And Sebastian Stan is great. Like these are just higher quality actors in this movie than you get. What's his name?
Wyatt Russell.
Wyatt Russell's great.
David Harbour.
Fantastic.
Yep,
Like the
he's
cast,
awesome.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus. The cast is so fucking good that like every scene is like way better than it probably should be.
Yeah, that is true. Marvel has seemed to do better with these types of movies as opposed to.
I know that they're
like you look back at Guardians of the Galaxy and you're like, oh, you had Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, I know.
We didn't know it at the time, but Dave Bautista's excellent.
Yeah, they were kind of maybe all one note characters, but the note worked, and I guess it works better in like a group ensemble thing. But then you get to Thunderbolts, it's like these are really complex characters, and they're being played by really good actors. And I mean, all those actors, and Karen Gillan's good too. Like they had a good cast. Chris Pratt's kind of not good. He's good at being Chris Pratt, which is what they needed.
He's got that one thing.
Yeah.
Well, aside from his
Well, Vin Diesel was in it too, so it was
Vin Diesel's great.
The best
Aside
actor.
from Chris Pratt's viewpoints, he does always play Chris Pratt, and
But you don't want him to play something else. Anytime he plays anything slightly different than Chris Pratt, it's ridiculous. Like the Jurassic World movie,
That's
like, I
where
like
I-
it fine, but it's ridiculous.
he's not like the action guy.
No, he can be the action guy, but he
don't think
can't be
so.
the take you seriously action guy. So when he's like, I'm in charge, I'm the alpha, and it's like, get the fuck out of here.
I've
Chris
tried to
Pratt.
watch The Tomorrow War twice, and I just can't get
I don't know
to
what that is.
it. It's like a Prime movie that he made where he like.
Didn't he make another one like for Netflix with Millie Bobby Brown, who's stuck in her Netflix contract forever, that came and went about robots or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Boy, talk about not making an impact. Like I remember the lead up to it was like, wow, look at these big stars. And I was, every time I'd see it, a commercial for it or something, I was like, is she ever going to get out of this Netflix
can't
contract?
even
Because I
remember
think
the
she's
name
a
of the
pretty good
movie.
actress too, but she could only do
Yeah.
these Netflix things. She
And
got
they're
them
terrible.
briefly got away from those Godzilla movies, and she was great in them.
Two Enola Holmes movies.
Yeah, I don't know. Those look all right though. Did you see them?
I watched.
I haven't watched them. They look
They're
all
all
right.
right.
Henry Cavill looked good in them.
He's only in there briefly.
Oh,
He's in the second one a little.
I think
more
there's a
than
third one coming.
Oh, really?
I think I saw that. yeah.
How many-
He was in the second one a little more than the first one.
I didn't realize she was locked into some Netflix deal.
She must be because everything,
Everything she does, yeah.
except for those Godzilla movies, everything she has comes out on Netflix.
You're right. Now that you bring that up, she has been on. And she was in like Princess or something that I watched with Fred about her fighting a dragon.
Oh yeah, that looked all right too.
It was
yeah,
all right.
It was okay.
I think she's good.
It's like they're not great. It's just like
Yeah.
it's a Netflix movie. It's
Right.
Like, it's fine.
Exactly. I think she's good. I just wish she could get away from the Netflix movies because
Yeah.
it only allows you to be a certain range of what
Yeah.
people expect. And I think she could probably be a really good actor if they let her go do other acting. 'Cause I thought she was great in the Godzilla movies where the humans usually don't fare well. But I don't know if we're ever going to get to see her act.
I think she is trapped in Netflix now.
I mean, she must be making a fortune at this point.
I'd imagine so.
Because how do you keep agreeing to it if they're not paying you the most?
Fred.
Although those are all starring roles, and like it's not easy to get starring roles. And maybe she just knows where her bread is buttered. Like whatever. Like maybe this movie isn't going to be the best, but I'm going to get to actually do full work on it, whereas somebody else just wants me to do.
Or it's like a Melissa McCarthy situation where her husband keeps giving her shitty roles.
Yes, that is the problem. And then every once in a while, she'll bust out a spy, and you're like, "Fuck, why isn't she just doing this? She's so talented."
Well,
Melissa
I don't
McCarthy.
know. Why is her? Is
Her husband is like her production partner, so they make these fucking terrible movies. He's the one who, you see Bridesmaids?
no,
You never saw Bridesmaids?
No.
She's great in that movie.
did not look
He
appealing.
plays the air marshal that she's flirting with, and he pops up in all these other movies she's in, and it's like in the commercials. They're in commercials together now, and it's like we don't like you. We like Melissa McCarthy fine. We don't like you because we know you're holding her down.
Is that why? Because my general sense of her is I don't like her, and then I watched Spy
Yeah.
because and that movie is amazing. Like,
Spy's incredible.
Have you ever
Spy is
seen it?
incredible.
okay, yeah, you
It's been a
agree,
while.
disagree?
It's been a
Okay.
while. Yeah.
Just everyone in there. Jason Statham playing.
Jason Statham's the best character in that movie. He's
Himself?
the best character of all time. But I really enjoyed that they didn't take the easy. If that movie was made in the early 2000s, the joke would have been frumpy housewife dropping the gun and being bad at everything. but it's not. She's like super capable, but she's just dismissed because first of all, the person she's handling is keeping her at bay so he can look better, and also because she looks like the frumpy house mom, so they just don't think of her that way. But she's incredibly suited for the job, and I think it's funnier every time that she's capable.
And what's her face?
Rose Byrne?
Rose Byrne playing a bad guy was a foul-mouthed bad guy.
Oh, Allison Janney's in that movie. The movie's great.
Yep, the cast is Peter Serafinowicz?
Yep.
Is that him? He's there.
Yep. But the whole movie's stolen by Jason Statham playing like Jason Statham in a Jason Statham movie, except he's always wrong. At the end of that movie, when he's like, he's walking away, he's like, "Where'd you get a suit?" He's like, "I made it, didn't I?" Like, there's no other explanation. And then he gets in the boat and he's like, "Sometimes a man has to go to sea," and he rides away, and they look at each other and go, "Do you think he knows there's a lake?" He's so fun. I've seen outtakes of him trying to get through lines that they're feeding him on the set, and it's one of the funniest things you'll ever see.
Now I want to watch that movie again.
It's a great movie.
All right.
Also a great movie, Society from 1989.
I was gonna say, that was another fun one. Although I definitely recommend watching it because you have to. The practical effects are great, and all the internet is telling me that practical effects are back. I
hope so.
Done with CGI, and this is the glorious return, the rise and fall and resurrection of practical effects in Hollywood. It's
I've
exciting
wondered
times.
for a long time why they were doing CGI, which is more expensive than practical effects,
I've never understood it.
just to waste money. I mean, I guess it gets people jobs. I guess there's positives to it. More people work on CGI than they were going to work on puppets.
True, but it doesn't look as good. It's not as fun, I guess.
Does it take more people to do the CGI than the like?
When you see the credits of some of these movies,
Okay.
yeah, I think it does.
Damn. Or is that just because they're like burn out and quit every 3 days?
Yeah, maybe. When they get to the crunch.
That's why you got to list everyone. That makes sense. Because I will say, newer movies, the credits are way longer than older movies.
Yeah, what was the one where it just stopped? Psycho. We were all excited to watch the end credits because of this guy, and like it just flashed up there, the last title card, then it ended, and we were like, "What the fuck?" And we had to go back and watch the beginning of the movie to get the credits.
Nice.
It was the old Monty Python reverse Uno.
Well, Lord of the Rings, I guess there was some CGI in the later ones, but those were really long credits. That was a lot of people.
That was just because they used practical and CGI.
Yeah.
Like the mix was, that's how it's supposed to be used. I
See,
think.
they're making a sequel to Lord of the Rings, and Viggo Mortensen's like, "I'm not coming back for that."
Oh, really?
Wait, what?
So they're gonna have to recast him.
Is this from, what is it, the Similarian or some such? Like, are there more stories about them, Mark?
There's something they're working on with Stephen Colbert.
Yeah, he's doing something else. I think it's a different thing.
You're not talking about that one.
I think it's a different thing. I think they're just making like a straight up. Gollum's directing it.
Oh,
Andy Serkis, I think, is directing it.
okay.
And he's like, yeah, he confirmed that he's not coming back. And it's like, all right, you know what else is not coming back? Millions of people watching the movie. Not just because of Viggo Mortensen, but because, come on.
Are they doing? Is it the one that would take place before Lord of the Rings? That they're searching for Gollum?
I have no idea.
I thought there was one. I
think it's like a straight up sequel.
Okay, I don't know.
It might not even be
it's-
based on anything. It might just be like we're making a sequel.
I mean, there's not much information about the post.
Yeah, didn't they sail to the west, and that was like the end of them?
Most of them, yeah. Frodo, Sam, Gandalf,
Didn't Legolas?
Gimli, Legolas.
Yeah, he like
He'll come
snuck
back.
Gimli
I
in.
bet he comes back.
Who, Orlando Bloom?
Yeah.
He's the blacksmith.
Aragorn lives for like 200 more years or something like that.
Not as Viggo Mortensen, he doesn't.
Well, he looks different when he gets older. That happens.
Yeah. I don't like those movies. Just throw it out there.
I want to mention one more thing about Society, real quick. This is because we didn't mention him in the recap or anything. The little sidekick for Turd Ferguson, the little Dwight Schrute-looking kid.
Yeah. The one running for president.
Bothered the fuck out of me, the whole movie.
He was so fucking annoying.
Like, I was almost full 80s bully, like, I need to give this kid a wedgie.
And then a swirly for good measure.
Yeah, he was running for president against Billy, and it seemed like Bill was going to run away with it, but Turd Ferguson wasn't concerned. He's like, "What are you going to do, rig the election?" And he's like, they're trying to tell us everything.
Oh, it's true. And Billy's part of it. He's complicit.
It's actively going against him. He's part of it.
Yeah, he's trying to expose them. But the problem
Shut
is,
up, Mark.
the only
Don't take
people,
his side.
The only people in power he can expose them to are part of the problem. So there's nothing he can do.
That's where you burn the fucking mansion when you got them all gathered in one spot. When are they all going to be gathered again?
After the credits roll on a movie, when there's no sequel, it becomes a choose your own adventure for you. You can assume that he did that, or you can assume that he didn't.
Do we even know fire would hurt them?
You know what one of the great choose your own adventures of all time is? No Country for Old Men. You get that last scene
Choose your own.
where Tommy Lee Jones tells you about his dreams. He goes, then I woke up, and it cuts to black. One of the great endings in the history of storytelling.
That means he got shot in the head,
But
right?
it gives you no resolution for anything. So you can just believe what you can just make it up in your head.
He got shot, just like in The Sopranos.
Yes, his wife shot him from the other side of the table. That's who he was talking to. Did you see No Country for Old Men?
I did. I saw it in the theater.
Oh, well, I love
saw it in
that
the
movie.
theater with Tex, and I think we got fast food on the way home.
Boy, did you ever see No Country for Old Men? It was one of my absolute favorite movies. It might be my favorite movie of the 21st century. The Coen brothers are not always a hit with me. Sometimes when they hit big. You know, like Raising Arizona or Hudsucker Proxy or Oh Brother Where Art Thou. When they hit for me, they hit big. But a lot of times they're just misses. This was the ultimate hit. I love the movie, but it's such a weird movie because it almost like an anti-movie. You're following the story of Thanos the whole time, but then he just dies off camera. It's you wouldn't expect. You're building up to this big violent thing, and then you just see the aftermath of it. It's crazy, and the whole movie's like that. And then it just ends with Tommy Lee Jones talking about these two dreams he had, and you just don't know what happened. But it's this beautiful, shot by Roger Deakins, of course, beautiful movie.
One of the dreams was, I think, a unicorn, so that means he's a replicant.
Which dream was about that?
I don't know. You said he had two. Tommy Lee Jones had two dreams at the end.
Yeah,
And one of
that's
them
not
had
the
a
choose your own
unicorn.
adventure part because he actually tells you what they are.
Yeah, one's a replicant and one's not. And that's how Edward James Olmos knows that that he's a robot.
I understood how Blade Runner worked.
Okay, I did too.
And you know who shot Blade Runner 2049? Roger Deakins. He keeps popping up everywhere. All right, next week is either going to be a top 10 with Ken or the watch along for Return to Oz, depending on who RSVPs first.
I got to watch Return to Oz then.
And Mark, we won't see you again until the fall
Oh, man.
because we got places to be.
Yes, that's right.
We got 9 weeks of Peaks, and then we got 10 weeks of 1986.
We're going back.
We are going back. We wanted to get everybody on before we took our two long journeys. One into madness of me having to listen to him break down David Lynch movies, and the other one back to 1986.
If you think the Society was a complex, nuanced movie, Mark,
Nobody
has
thinks it
nothing
was.
on Twin Peaks.
Nobody else thinks it was.
Twin Peaks, I feel, has a very simple core. If I can just figure it out, like it's very straightforward.
This will drive you insane. This doing that and believing that will drive you insane.
No, there's-
Because I spent 2 years.
I may not be able to understand all of it because I don't understand, dimensions. Like our brains can't handle those kinds of thoughts. Like that's what I think the hook is going to be. Like, you don't understand it because our brains aren't meant to.
The Hook was a song by
Blues Traveler.
Who's Traveler?
Don't give me the runaround.
Hook brings you back. It's a different song.
But don't give it to me.
I one time wrote part of writing a script. I don't know if I ever wrote it down, but I had a part where a girlfriend and boyfriend were discussing something with their friends about their first date. She's like, you took me to Blues Traveler. And he's like, they're great. And she goes, like, I only knew the one song. He looks and goes, you knew Hook. Like angrily. Because it angers me that people always know Runaround first. And I'm like, you know Hook. You heard it, you know Hook. They're a 2-hit wonder. Yeah. And for some reason, I feel like I have to stand up for John Popper and let people know.
Is he like the Smash Mouth people where he understands his place, or does he take himself seriously?
I don't know because I haven't seen John Popper in 30 years.
Because I like Smash Mouth. They get it.
What?
They like to go, they make their
I'm going to
music.
clip that out.
Yeah, all right. I'm okay with that. I'm on record. I like Smash Mouth.
You know what? This is about his nature versus nurture. He was nurtured by somebody who enjoys some shitty music. I told you this before, but I told Pete this before because he doesn't remember, so I get to tell him things he already told me. And he used to tell me, I liked Blink-182, but before they got popular. And he's like, I know for a fact he liked, what's their names?
Tom Waits, Sublime.
You couldn't have liked
They Might Be Giants.
You couldn't have liked Tom Waits before he got popular because you're not old enough. But you did. It was Sublime, and he actually did have like stuff of theirs from before they were popular, which they were only popular before he killed himself for like 4 months. So the fact that I had heard them before was true.
It was years before. Years.
He liked them years before that. But like he doesn't believe he liked Blink-182 because they got so bad that he was like, oh yeah, I think I did like them before anybody knew who they were. You know, Pete on the cutting edge of technology, buying tapes at record theater.
But then everyone liked him and just totally ruined the band, man. It was terrible after that. But I knew him before when they were good.
Gotcha.
It's true about Sublime. I remember that one being true.
And then I remember I got up for the first day of school, whatever, it might have been senior year, and on MTV they used to do like a half-hour songs in the morning videos, and one of them was a Sublime video. I'm like, oh, sweet. Like they're finally getting like actual, like, and then I found out like the same day he was dead. Is that me or you?
Who would it be?
It's me. It's
No
my
shit.
sister calling. Uh-oh. Now she's going to know I just muted her.
Yeah, I know it every time you do it to me too.
He claims I sent him a text message this morning, and I
I can
did.
prove that.
Yeah, but I didn't send it. I think it was AI. And on top of that, you know what he sent back? WHST, whatever the fuck that means.
Oh, I was supposed to say what?
So who's sending
I
nonsense,
get
Mark?
up. I wake up at 11. You get me before 11, I'm in trouble.
I didn't get you.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Anyway, what we learned today: society is a documentary. Pete killed my dog. We won't see Mark again till the fall.
What a depressing end to the show.
Sounds like a good start to a country song, though.
Yeah. And Pete will be back next week for one of those two things I mentioned, and I don't know which one it'll be. And then I'll try not to kill him for 9 weeks watching Twin Peaks: The Return, because all I have to do is get to the other side, and the joyousness of 1986 awaits us.
Is Bill Pullman in any movies in 1986?
I did look this up because you mentioned before that he had to be someone in 1986 you were going to keep an eye out. And I was like, was he in movies in 1986? And I was doubtful. What's his name?
Bill Pullman? You forgot who Bill Pullman is? Father of Lewis Pullman? Contemporary of Dick Warlock?
Well, no, the father of Lewis Pullman is
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. Because that commercial that drives me
Oh,
nuts.
yeah. Why is Kurt Russell the dad and Lewis Pullman the baby?
Bill Pullman's first movie, first credit, Ruthless People, 1986.
All right, we might have to take a detour.
And he was in a Cagney and Lacey episode in 1986.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not going to escape him even when I get away from Twin Peaks: The Return. A series he is not in. Or is he?
You don't know. You don't know. You just said you yourself don't understand.
Yes, that's how I was raised. We'll see you next week for, I'm going to guess it's going to be the Return to Oz watch along, because I haven't heard Ken's name brought up in my vicinity for the last 6 months, so I don't know that anybody's even told him what we're doing. I want to do the top 10 horror movies of the 1980s. You said that's a great idea. I'll let Ken know. I prepared it. I never heard back from either of you.
I don't remember if I texted him or not,
You could do it now.
but I turned the volume off on my phone.
The funny thing is, the one time Ken contacted me about something on the podcast, he was like, yeah, just nobody ever told me. Like, I'm ready to go right now. And I was like, yeah, that's how I am too. We're both just ready to go. And he can't even get through the conduit between information.
Why am I the conduit?
Because you're friends with Ken.
Yeah, but he clearly knows how to contact you.
Yeah, he sent me an email and he's like, I haven't heard if we're doing this. And I was like, well, I told Pete to tell you that 4 weeks ago. And I was like, whenever you can do it. And he's like, I can do it any night. And I'm like, that's kind of what I assumed. Because there's a 12-hour time difference. 13 half the year, 12 the rest of the year. And he's like, yeah, just do it at 10 o'clock at night. There's nothing's ever going to stop that from happening. I'm here and everyone else is in bed.
One time, he had to take his dogs for a walk.
Oh.
That was it.
Is that a euphemism for something?
No. Although, he keeps calling things begonias now, and I hate it.
No, I only call things I suspect to be aliens begonias,
Ah, I see.
which I think is an appropriate thing to call.
But now I'm doing it. I hate it.
I watched Begonia, and I enjoyed it. I don't know why it's called Begonia.
No, that's why I've just taken the plot of begonia and made it a verb. Total begoniaing going on.
Very begonia of him.
He's mad at me because begonia came up somehow because he watched it. I was like, oh, she's an alien. He goes, well, no, that's the plot. Is she? And I'm like, she is. And And he's like, well, no, it might not be what you think. And I'm like, it's exactly what I think.
It's not, though.
I know how storytelling works. There's never a point to introduce that if the end reveal, no matter what they do, is, of course she was. So he's mad at me that I've been spoiling a movie I've never seen.
He doesn't know. He thinks that Society was just a very straightforward movie.
It kind of was. But a fun one.
There's levels.
And that's it for this week. Next week, I don't know what it is, but I'm guessing it's a Return to Oz watch along.
Okay.
Because Kitty, I can talk to myself. And then she'll be like, yeah, whenever. Fuck do I care?
She will say that.
Yeah.
All right. I have to go pee. I guess I will go see if Kitty wants any in her tea.
Oh, can we record that?
Tinkle, tinkle.
All right. See you next week for, again, I think it's the Return to Oz watch along. And then this summer and spring, plenty of stuff coming up. And Mark, thanks for coming. We'll see you on the fall episode of some kind. We'll pick something good. Unless Pete says your name between now and then on the podcast, and then I'm sorry. But Pete looks like he's going to pee himself, which I've already done to him once in his life. So we're going to let him go. Pete, you want to go up there now? We can hear you.
Yeah, okay.
All right. We'll see you next week.